Good evening, class. Welcome for today's class. Mr. Tenyo Wycliffe, and I would like to mark the attendance. Juma Martin.
Present.
Edwin. Nyaga.
Present.
Ruth.
Present.
Agnes.
Present.
So welcome for today's class. We are handling perform highway surveying, setting out. This is a surveying unit, so I believe you are all in a position to see. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can be able to view my presentation. I'm going to share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
No.
Let me just do it.
Can now see it.
Everybody's able to see the screen,
Yes.
Very good. So our lesson title is setting out tools and equipment. And by the end of this lesson, we should be able to describe the setting out tools and equipment. We should be able to identify setting out tools and equipment used in highway survey. We should be able to state the functions of various setting out tools, equipment. Now, let me just introduce you a bit. So surveying is applied to set out the exact position of a projected structure inside the legal boundaries of a plot of land. The objective of setting out is to set out perfect position and levels of building lines and road alignments for a projected structure as per the construction of plans by applying different techniques and instruments. And these techniques and instruments are what we call the setting out tools and equipment. So what are these setting out tools and equipment? Anybody with any attempt, you can just raise your hand, then I can maybe select you to answer the question. Anybody? Anybody with the answer? Now, these are tools and instruments used to set out perfect position and levels of building lines and road alignments for projected structure as per the construction. So I'm going to display some of the tools that are used in highway survey. I think you are able to see them. We have the pegs, the tape measure, the measuring wire, the ranging rods, triangles, the cross staff, and the instruments. There are different types of instruments that we use when setting out. Some of them are the dumpy level, the total station, the theodolite, the real kinematic global positioning system, abbreviated as RTK GPS. I hope you have well understood those tools. We shall talk deeper about them as we proceed. So I have a chart here which is displaying those tools and equipment. This is the total station, this is the GPS, this is the measuring tape, this is the instrument, and this is the cross staff. Up to there, is there anybody with a question concerning the tools and equipment used in highway surveying? You are okay. Juma, do you have any question?
No, I'm contented.
Agnes?
No, I'm okay.
Very good. Ruth, Chalimo, any question?
No.
Okay, so we can maybe proceed. So that now, the functions of the setting out tools and equipment. You realize that these setting out tools and equipment have got different functions depending on the make. For example, the survey pegs. The survey pegs are used for marking the points and the boundaries of the points and the boundaries of the residential or industrial site. Due to the pointed ends of the pegs, it can be easily installed on the ground. How do we install these pegs on the ground? We install them by use of a hammer to drive them to the ground. I think that is clearly explained. Now, the instrument. The instrument is used to measure vertical angles, horizontal angles, and distance. In short, we say it is used for angular and linear measurements. And these instruments, I said we have the theodolite, the damping level, total station, GPS, etc. The ranging rods. The ranging rods are used for marking the position of stations and for sightings of those stations, as well as for ranging state lines. And these ranging rods, they come in with the different colors. Some come with the red and white, just for easy visibility. Now the tapes. Basically, a tape measure is used for linear measurements. So we say that tapes are used to measure horizontal, vertical, and slope distances. Definitely, distance is a linear measurement. So they may be made of a ribbon or a band of steel, an alloy of steel, cloth reinforced with the metal, or synthetic materials. Then tapes are issued in various lengths and width and graduated in a variety of ways. You can get a tape with 50 meters, 100 meters, 75 meters, and so on. So it depends with the manufacturer. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. Unless if you have a question before we proceed. Any question? Do you have any question, Nyaga Newton?
No.
Agnes?
No.
Good. Now, if there's no question, we can proceed. So, there is a research link that I've just shared with you here. Maybe I will send it to your WhatsApp group. So in case you need to do any further research beyond this point, there is a link that I'm going to share in your WhatsApp group. It contains much details concerning what we have just learned today. In summary of this lesson, we can remind ourselves the tools and equipment used in highway surveying. So, Juma Martin, what are some of these tools and equipment that are used in highway surveying?
One of them is peg.
Very good. Pegs. Agnes? Cross
Cross
staff. Very good. Ruth? Edwin?
Triangle set.
Very good. Triangle sets. Edwin? Pardon, I'm not getting you well. Ranging rods. Very good. Nyaga Newton?
Instrument
Very good. Instrument like the damping level, the total station, the theodolite, the real-time kinematic, the global positioning system. These are just some of the tools that are used in highway surveying. In conclusion of this lesson, I will welcome a few questions if there is. Is there any question concerning what we have just learned today? Anybody with any question? You just raise your hand, then I pick you. Anybody with any question? If there's no question, I'm going to give an assignment which will be submitted the next lesson or before the next lesson. So this is the assignment you can write down. Question number 1, describe the procedure of setting up a damping level. Describe the procedure of setting up a damping level. Remember, a damping level is one of the instruments that we use when setting out. Question number 2, sketch the tools and equipment used in highway survey. Sketch the tools and equipment used in highway survey. That is your assignment. You do it individually. The class rep to collect the assignment and submit to me before we meet the next lesson. That's the end of our lesson, and we shall meet next week. So ensure you do thorough research. I've shared a link in your WhatsApp group already. When we meet next time, we will be required to explain what we researched about. Thank you very much, and have a nice time as you prepare for the next lesson.
You too.
My too.
Thank you.